ready to move.
Enemy in the warehouse.
Got a personal radar drone ready for escort.
Hello everyone, my name is Gray and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be going over the MK2 Carbine in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I'm going to be continuing my best class series for the snipers with the Carbine because this thing has an insane ADS speed as well as fire rate. It's a lot of fun to use, and if you know how to use it correctly with the right setup, you can have a ton of fun just slaying out everybody. You guys are going to see some gameplay of me just using it in multiplayer, dropping like 40-50 kills with it because it's just super easy and super fun. So we're going to get into this. If you guys could do me a huge favor and leave a like on the video, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification on to all so you guys get notified whenever I drop a new video. But like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys the best class setup for this gun in my opinion, and then just give you the perks and later on give you some just basic tips about sniping and using the gun in order to have the best chance and just have fun with it really. So moving on to the first attachment on the gun, we are using the TAC laser. Now the laser is literally, in my opinion, the best attachment for any sniper in the game because it's literally all pros and the cons don't matter whatsoever. The only con for this is that the laser is visible to your enemies, but you're going to be shooting them, you're going to be sniping them, so the laser doesn't matter at all. It's all about the pros, and the pros give you ADS speed, aim stability, and aim walking steadiness. So the pros are huge on the TAC laser. Moving on to the optic, I love having the sniper scope on this gun, even though technically it does slow down the ADS speed, and you could have actually all of the sights on this gun slow down the ADS speed. So in order to have the fastest aim down sight speed, you would have to have no scope, but it already is insanely fast, so I like having the sniper scope on. That way I can have the range of sight that I need so I can hit those long shots. And even in close range, you'll see throughout the gameplay that in close range fights the sniper scope doesn't really matter at all, just because of how fast the ADS truly is. You can just barrel stuff with it and kill them instantly. So the sniper scope, in my opinion, is by far the best scope for the gun because you get the range and it isn't really affected at all in close range. Moving on to the stock, we are using the MK2 Sport Comb. It is the second one, and then this one also gives you ADS speed. You can see the other three, they do not give ADS speed, and with this gun, if you can make it as fast as possible, you'll be able to feed very easily because you can just keep moving targets, switch to the next one, kill a teammate, kill the next one, kill the next one, and just keep going over and over again. So moving on to the perk, I like having sleight of hand because you can just get your bullets back into the gun. There is no extended mags for this, so you can only have 6 bullets in your gun at one time. But if I were to use a different perk, I would maybe use fully loaded because of how many shots you'll actually be able to be putting out on your gun. So you could play around with that. You could do with either one that you guys want. You could do the sleight of hand or fully loaded, because as you guys have probably seen in the gameplay, I do run out of ammo quite a bit. That's why I actually use the munitions box for this gun specifically, so that I can continue shooting and just fighting my opponents because I'm destroying them. Moving on to the final attachment, I have the stippled grip tape, and again, this one is a huge bonus to the gun. It is aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed as the pros. If you guys didn't know what sprint to fire speed is, this will allow you guys to get up your gun as you are running around a corner. So the faster your sprint to fire speed is, the better. This is huge for sniping because if you get yourself in a good position to, you know, line up your opponents on like a hard point or a domination game, then being able to bring your gun up as soon as you get around that corner to line up your shot is crucial in order to hit your feed and get that timing that you need. Now also again, aim down sight speed is the way to go, just because you want to make this thing as fast as possible. So this is the full loadout for it. You do not need anything on the barrel or the muzzle. The muzzle really takes down almost any good part of the gun. Like all the cons kind of suck. On the barrel, you could make an argument for the damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control because all three of these are affected. So You could swap out the perk for those, or if you really were wild, you could take the sniper scope off and then just run iron sights, and then you could have a barrel, and that could probably work better for you. But in my opinion, this is the best class setup for it, how it is here, and you can see in the gameplay I'm just dominating everybody that I'm fighting. So moving on, we are going to go over to the perks now, and the perks are the same for every single one of my sniper classes because I truly believe that this is the best setup that you guys could be rocking. So first off, if you guys haven't seen my other videos, you would have heard me praise the Quick Fix. Quick Fix, in my opinion, is the best perk one spot for sniping and getting feeds, because if you didn't know, after killing players, your health immediately starts to regen. So if you guys are fighting multiple people and the first guy lands a shot or two on you, but then you kill him, your health will immediately start regenning, and then you can go and move on to your second opponent and fight and have a better chance at staying alive, allowing you to go and get better feeds because you can stay, keep fighting, and get those lined up shots so you can continue your feed. Now, another perk that I would throw on if you guys didn't want to use Quick Fix would be double time. Double time would be the only other exception for feeding with this gun, because you just have such better speed and you can run around the map and get into position quickly and get into the right spot so you can line up your shots. And especially with this gun, the Carbine, you already have that super ADS speed and super fire rate. So if you increase your character's speed, you just be running around the map just wreaking havoc on everyone, because you can just zoom literally anywhere. You have the ADS speed, the fire rate, and then your character also running fast. So double time would be a good second option. Moving on to the perk 2, I like using overkill because when I'm using snipers, I want to hit the fattest feed that I can, meaning 5 on, 6 on, 7 on. So I like to have 2 snipers on my class, and I run this for all of my sniper classes as well, just so that I can have that extra sniper. So when I'm out of ammo or I don't want to go through the cockback animation, then I switch to my second sniper and continue the feed going. But if you guys only wanted to use one sniper, then I would recommend either using Ghosts or High Alert. If you use High Alert, then you can know when people are looking at you on your sides or behind you, and you could have a better chance to turn on them and get them with the snipe. Moving on to perk 3, this one is coupled with perk 2, and that's just because, again, this is the best sniper class, so I like using 2 snipers. Having amped on my perk 3 slot allows me to pull out my second sniper quickly and give me the opportunity to continue my feed and get a nice clip, because swap feeds also always look very nice. So amped is on perk 3, but if I was not using amped, then I would probably go with battle hardened so that you can reduce the strength of enemy flash, stun, EMP, and gas, or even tracker, depending on how you guys like to play. But battle hardened would probably be the move, because then if you're playing like hardpoint and somebody throws a stun, you should be able to like kind of tank it and maybe get a nice feed. So that's up to you. Really quickly, for the lethal and tactical, I always like having a throwing knife as my lethal, because you could throw one in the middle of your feed and continue your feed. And then the tactical, having a stun, you can stun the enemy team and, you know, obviously line them up and get your shots. So moving on to just some basic tips for the MK2 Carbine. It is crucial that you guys keep the center dot in the middle of your crosshairs at chest level or even head level, but all you really need is chest level, so you can just immediately zoom in on your opponent. If you keep it leveled and centered in the middle of your screen and use it to predict where your opponents are going to be, then you can hit your quick scopes very, very easily, and this will allow you to just hit your shots, know where they're going to be, so you can only focus on the ADS speed of it. So the kill is most important because your aim is already done because of the preparation that you guys did, allowing yourselves to be in the right position to hit your quick scope. It'll line up perfectly if you just have that center dot where your opponent's going to be. Then stop where you're standing, pull left trigger, and your ADS speed will be super fast. Your gun will get up immediately. You can get that shot off, and then you can continue on to your next opponent and just keep killing everybody in the lobby. So that's going to be it from me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor and leave a like. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification on to all so you guys get notified whenever I drop a new video. Let me know down in the comment section what you think, as well as what other guns you would like to see. Check out the videos you see on your screen right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.